So in this video,
we are going to discuss. So in this video, we are going to discuss some important Docker commands, which is required in our day-to-day Docker environment. So let's get started. How we can use this command and what is the pros and cons of this command. So we are just going to see these things. So first, we have to connect our instance. First, we have to connect our instance. Yes. I'm going to connect Ubuntu. To connect Ubuntu system. And now I am connected. I'll go to the sudo mode. The first command is Docker version that I already seen in the previous video. So Docker version is 24.0.5. So this command helps you to know the actually what version is installed, what Docker version is installed, Docker software in your system. That is the reason we have used Docker version. Next command is Docker pool. So 1 minute, I'm just going to add here. You can get the idea. First command, I'm using Docker version. So it helps you to know the install version of the Docker on your system. Next command is Docker pool, and I have to mention that image name. So in the Docker pool, and then we have used the image name. So here I have used Ubuntu. So from where it is pulling the image, the Docker pool image, that is from the dockerHub. So here you can see this is the actually dockerHub. So I will discuss in detail dockerHub, and it has one separate video. It will be one separate video. As of now, we can understand that we have, whenever any image is stored, that is inside the dockerHub, and from the dockerHub we have to pull the image in our local system, in our system. That can be your local, and in my case I am using AWS. Let's pull the command, write this command, docker pull Ubuntu. When I hit, now you can see that it will download the image from the repository, means Docker. You can see it's already installed in our system. It's already downloaded the image. I'm not going to install anything. I'm just downloading. So docker pull ubuntu, this command helps to download. Okay, this command helps you to pull images from the central docker repository. So this command helps you pull images from the central docker repository. So adding this command helps you pull images from the central docker repository. Then dockerHub. So this is the command. Next command is that I'm going to see the Docker image. So Docker images. If I write Docker images, you can see that downloaded the Ubuntu. This image is downloaded, okay, from our system. Next command is Docker image. This command helps you already write you all the things, helps you in listing all the Docker images, all the Docker images downloaded on a system. Downloaded on your system. Fourth, the next command is Docker run whatever the image I am going to download in our system in the Docker Hub. We have to run this Docker run -it. So this flag is interactive mode -d and Ubuntu. So before that, one comment is there that is no yes. So this is I have to run. So this command helps in running containers from their image name. So this is the container image, and from that image I am going to run. So I am writing for the purpose. This command helps you helps in running containers from their image name. So what is my image name? That is Ubuntu. And this image I have downloaded from where? From the central Docker repository. dockerHub, and I am listing with this command docker images, and I'm going to run this Ubuntu system. So next command is docker run -it -d and image name. What is the image name? That is Ubuntu. You can see it written one ID. So this ID is our containers ID. So it will create one container and this ID is 7645 something. Now, how to list down the containers? So next command is that docker ps. What is used for? This command helps in listing all the containers which are running in the system. So docker ps. So I already discussed, right? What is docker container and images in the previous video. So you can understand the container and the create the container. So container is just a placeholder. So you can create and all the things you can add. So I have already discussed what is container and images. I know it's clear to you, clear you all, and let's try to execute this command. Docker ps. You can see the container ID, right? 764 something that is provided to me. This and the command is being done. And you can see the status is up about a minute ago. And you can also notice one thing, this 77.8 MB. That means it's very lightweight. Means the Ubuntu actually comes in they're very big size. But when we use the Docker, that is the beauty. It's a lightweight. The Ubuntu image is coming. Okay, very short size, very small size. Okay, and Docker ps. So you can see the containers. And next command is how we can enter or how we can go inside the container. So this is the container. I have to go inside that. So Docker execute. Sorry, I'm add over here, and then I will execute. Docker execute minus site means interactive, or you can copy this name and paste and write bash. Now I am going to execute this command. You can see the prompt is changed root to this container ID, right? So we are going to, so we are already inside that container, right? And I am just write ls. So you can see there are multiple full means containers, variable and temporary system, binaries, all the things are showing, right? So you can use this command ln. So you can see that executive mode means this is we can access or not, these files are access or not, or where I have to go into create. So I will discuss all things in the later video. So as of now, you can understood that how we can execute, how we can go inside the container. Okay, and then I am coming out from the container. This command is very simple and this exit, and just go and write exit. You can see it. The root has the prompt is changed. So go inside this container and exit outside, exit from the container, exit from the container. Okay. Another another comment is if I'm going to inspect the Docker container, so that is Docker inspect and means like debugging, right? We means we are going to see what is that networking, how the container is networking with other containers or images. So this thing. So we can inspect. So Docker inspect and container ID. Simple command Docker inspect and you can provide the container ID. This is the container ID that I'm going to add and it. So you can see this is necessary details for the containers. You can see ID created, state, what is this running, right? Container is running, showing true. The mounts, as of now, there is no data volume mounted. So I'll show you how to mount and all the things. So networking bridge, all the things are shown, right? Now, next command is docker es minus a. That means display or provide details for the containers which are running and stop. So it provides the details. Those all the details means those the containers are running and those containers are stopped. All details it will provide. Let's execute docker es minus a. So as of now, only one image or one container is running. So that's why it's showing one. Let's try to pull other image. Same command I'm going to execute so you can understand the ps minus a. Docker pull hello world. Hello world. I think hello world name is different. Hello world. Oh, hello world. So you can see the hello world is also downloaded. Now Docker images. So you can see two images are there, right? And if I will write Docker ps minus a, only one container, because I already the Ubuntu container is running still, right? So hello world, Docker run. First I have to run and then stop. So run minus minus d minus d means daemon mode background. It's running in the background minus it and then hello world. Hello world. So it's showing run. So Docker yes is there. This only Ubuntu, and now if I will add Docker ps minus a, so you can see hello world is just a binary, so bare metal. So that's why it execute and exists. So you can see, you can understand that two containers details are showing. Those are running and those are also exist. Right? Now, next command is I have to stop Docker stop and add the containers ID. This is the Ubuntu, right? Yes. I will copy and add here to Docker stop. Sorry, Docker stop. Now it takes some time and it will provide the return back the prompt. Okay, you can see it's stopped. Now if I want to inspect, or first let's see that how this command showing the status. So both are exist. You can see hello world and Ubuntu both are exist, right? And if I add this command docker inspect and this, you can see running is false. Running state, that is false. It's not, it's not running. Even exit from the container. Okay, I'm not sorry, I wrongly used exist. So docker, always if you have any confusion, always see this list. You can understand what is running and not, what is the status and name. And other command is the docker on docker kill container id, container id. So this command kills the container by stopping its execution immediately. So what the container is running, if I will use this command, it will stop the execution immediately. But we have to remember one thing: the difference between Docker kill and Docker stop. Okay, Docker kill also stop the execution immediately. Now, what is the difference? So Docker stop gives the container time to shut down gracefully, where in situation when it is taking too much time for getting the container to stop, one can opt to kill it. So you can see when I add Docker stop, it takes some time, right? And then it will return back the prompt. But you can use the Docker kill, it will immediately kill that, means immediately stop the execution. Let's try Docker kill container ID. In that case, I use this one. And it's okay. This is not running. We cannot kill. Running containers only kill, right? That's why I'm showing this thing. So kill command working when it is running. So let's run and then start. Okay, Docker start and Ubuntu. Next concept is that if I start the container, if I want to remove, so Docker rm command is used. Let's write Docker rm and we can use the container ID. Okay, let's try to Docker rm and this is my container and I paste the container ID. Can it remove rm command? First I will telling what is the use case, what is the meaning of rm. It will remove. You also write to remove container from the system. Container from the system. So we can use rm command. Will stop the container running stop the running container execution immediately. Docker stop the container, stop the container. So I already stopped and then start. Now let's see if I will add rm. So it will show error. Why? Because this is one lesson. We cannot remove the containers which state is running. Which is running state we cannot remove. So if we want to remove the container from the system, we can stop and then we can remove. Let's start Docker stop and this is my container and paste it. So it takes some time. You can see. And if I hit Docker rm, so it will remove. Now next I want to check the images is there. Docker yes minus a only hello world are present. Ubuntu we have deleted. So thank you. I hope we can understand all the comments. So these 13 comments or 10 or 12 comments that is mostly used in day-to-day Docker activities. Okay. So next video I will show some different concept of Docker. Let's enjoy all the things. Thank you.